everybody. My name is Amy.
I'm Connie.
And I'm Pam. Welcome to GXers Mini Series.
This is our second episode of our mini series where we talk about all things personal finance for everyday people like you and me. We've been gone for a little bit, so we're excited for this new episode. Talk to us, Connie or Pam, about what we're going to be talking about today.
So the last episode we talked about like you said, $17 a day, and then this episode was supposed to be where do you put the money after you sell it? What are the vehicles? So, Miss Pam.
Okay.
Talk to us.
Are you guys excited to learn?
Yes, we're always learning.
The first thing we talked about was, it's shocking for most people that we waste $17 a day just eating out easily. But then if you don't waste it and you put it in the right place, you could become a millionaire, right?
Yes.
But where is the question? So I have a question for you too. Let's say you have extra money, right? How many times you've washed, let's say you're washing clothes, you find extra $120 or whatnot in your pocket, right? When you wash. Have you ever
$5?
$5? You've ever done that before?
Yes, and
Like you wash
sometimes
clothes,
it's
you
all
find-
ripped already because it's been through the washing machine.
Exactly. or under your purse.
Yeah, or under the mattress.
Yes, anywhere.
Yeah.
Not in my bank. Though.
Would be nice if it's if you find it in your bank. But let's say you have that extra money, right? You don't know what to do with it, and you want to save it. Where does people usually save or put their money, Ivy?
I would say for me, I put it in the bank because I open a money market account, and that's where I usually save. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Why do you put it in the bank? What's the positive about putting money in the bank? What's
very easy access. So if I need it, I can just transfer it to my checking.
Or take it out?
Take it out.
If you want to spend money, you can take it out.
Which is not good because you're tempted. If you see that something's there, you end up spending it.
So really, it's because it's safe.
It's safe. Yes, it's there. It's liquid,
and you see it all the time, right there.
Yeah.
Good. So that's good. But what about if, let's say, I want to save my money, but I want to grow it? Like I want to, I want to be aggressive and I want to grow it. Where do you usually put your money, Connie?
Investments.
Name
Stock
some.
market.
Right.
There's a time I used to do day trading.
Okay.
So you want to grow, you do day trading.
You watch the market.
You watch the market. Mutual funds and things like that.
So what's the positive of putting it in an investment?
Growth.
And sometimes it's unlimited growth, right?
Yes.
It could be really, really high.
Yeah.
Based on what?
The stock market.
Yeah, and based on how the economy, how the market is performing.
Right.
So, but what's the negative side of that? What would be?
You could lose it just like that.
Yes, and it's personal.
As fast as it grows, that's how fast it can go down.
You could crash.
Personal experience, guys.
Really?
Wipe down clean.
Just in the blink of an eye, right?
Yes, in a span of a week.
Oh my gosh.
So
try a day.
Oh,
Day trade?
Oh,
Oh yes.
And
You
you have
can gain 9 to 10 a.m. And then by 12 you lost all of it.
Oh,
10,000.
Because
You
you're
can
timing
gain
the market.
10,000
yes.
and just lose it.
And you see in those type of accounts, you have to have time to watch the market, right?
Yes.
You got to know how to time the market, watch the market. So both of those places are the most common places people put money to, right? All the time, either the bank or the investment. If you want to save money, make sure it doesn't lose, you put it in the bank. If you want to grow your money, you invest. But there's always a negative on both sides, right? I don't know if we haven't talked about the wealth formula yet. That's one thing we're going to talk about. But according to the wealth formula, yes, my friends, there's a formula to build wealth. You have to be able to beat inflation and you have to be able to beat taxes. Because if you don't beat those two, you will just be getting by. Your money is not going to grow. So going back to the where to put the money, either the bank or the investment, what if, you guys, you can actually have a third option
Mm-hmm.
A third place, a third option where you could put your money somewhere where you have goods of both worlds. You have the safety of the bank,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of market performance, but you have the growth of the index
Mm-hmm.
of the market,
Mm-hmm.
and you combine those both. Well, what do you think about that?
Wonderful.
Tell
Tell us
I
more.
hear more.
Tell us more.
Exactly. So, my friends, the third options that most people aren't aware of is the index strategy options,
Mhm.
right? So, index accounts. Of course, index, we hear that often as well, but what I'm talking about is the safe place where it mirrors the index market, but then it's safe. Where the floor, even though it's losing, the market is not doing too well, is guaranteed you won't lose money.
Mhm.
And the most common places that we have is actually here in our book, right here in our Saving Your Future book.
Mhm.
So some, to name a few, right? I don't know if you guys have ever heard of index annuities,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? So index strategy accounts, right? So where it's actually a place where people put money into it, a lump sum of money, or roll over their old 401k from a previous job, or if they have a lump sum of money sitting in the bank that's not growing, you
Mhm.
could put it in an index annuity. And what it does is it rides the market just like an index. It mirrors the index market so that it could gain you interest.
Wow.
Yeah, and even if so, and it's safe. That's one example. Index annuity. It's actually a form of retirement account
Mhm.
where people could get paid safely. They could make it as a lifetime income, just like a pension plan.
Wow.
Or another option is along with protection plan, it's called the Index Universal Life. So again, index strategy account, right? Where you are able to put money into it, like $17 a day,
Mhm.
guaranteed through an index account. You are capped a certain amount. You
Mhm.
could gain up to 13% interest rate, for example.
Mhm.
And you're mirroring the global index, which is the US index, which is S&P 500, Euro stocks, or Hang Seng, which is Asia. So Asia, Europe, and US, you mirror the market and you gain up to 13%.
Mhm.
If the market is not doing well, you gain 0 or 0.75%.
Yes.
Better than the bank.
Aha!
Yes.
And you're enjoying the market performance as well.
Mhm.
And so the way that your money will look is you're growing when the market is up, but if the market is down, you're maintaining.
Mhm.
You're growing, you're maintaining, so you're never gonna dip down. And that's Index Universal. The life portion, it comes with protection plan as well, right? It's able to protect you from your family if
Mhm.
something was to happen to you, or if you're unable to perform, you're unable to work, it has protection along with it.
But I have a question
Mhm.
because I think I've heard this from people or some famous guru on the internet said it's not a good idea to mix investment with like life insurance or protection
And
because they said those two should not mix. So how would you explain it to them that there's actually no risk, that we're not risking their money to the actual stock market, because that's the perception that they're thinking of variable life instead of the IUL.
Yeah, well, the people who have you guys heard of buy term invest the difference, right? They want to separate protection from building your wealth, right? And the idea behind that is when you have already built enough wealth eventually in life, you don't need to have any more life insurance because your wealth becomes the asset, or your wealth you will leave to your family, right? And life insurance is only to basically cover your liabilities. So if you build enough wealth, you no longer need life insurance. That's the whole idea of buy term invest the difference. The problem with that is discipline. So what is guaranteeing you that you're able to build wealth when the time comes something happens to you? Say after retirement, you have enough wealth to live to your family, to live behind to your family, right? So number one is if you have discipline to actually build wealth, and if you know the know-how to actually build wealth. And secondly, life happens.
Yeah.
Emergencies,
Always.
right? And sometimes we may think that we're building wealth, but we're actually, life happens, we're consistently, accessing our funds, accessing our retirement plans. So for those who are doing buy term invest the difference, it works only if you have the discipline to do it
For a long period of time.
and you have no control of
But
what life
isn't that
happens.
more expensive? Because if you buy term, it's not permanent. So you're gonna buy 20 years, and then when it expires, you have to
It
buy
increases.
again.
Uh-huh.
So
And you're older when you buy again.
right. So why?
There's a lot
why
of
would
other
you
factors.
do that?
Yeah.
Well, the reason that people do it again because they need only term. They say in 20 years that I have this term life insurance, I am expected to have built enough wealth so that I
That's
no
the
longer
theory.
need the life insurance.
Yes.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I see.
And see,
Okay.
and then the thing is that you don't know if you're gonna build wealth at that point. Here's my idea and my perception, my personal thoughts about that. What you always want to use other people's money, hence the insurance company's money, to pay for healthcare needs or for your family.
Transfer of wealth.
Yes, transfer of wealth. It's an instant transfer of wealth, and the hard-earned money that you worked for, you want to be able to use that either while you're alive or to live to your family behind, not for healthcare needs, right? So that's what is permanent life will do for you. Okay, so permanent life insurance will cover you for the rest of your life, and you're paying $10 for 1,000 coverage, right? So you're always going to get more than what you paid for.
Yeah.
But insurance company evolved, so it went from term life insurance, where it's just term, either 1 year, 2 year, 10 year, 20 year renewable. But then people are living longer. So then they come up with a whole life policy, whole life insurance. They say, okay, well, we'll cover you till the rest of your life, till 100 years old. But the problem is during that time, the stock market was booming. So people are gaining too much money on stock market. They're canceling their whole life insurance because they're only getting 4% interest inside. So then they evolved to universal life, where it could be more than 4%, say 6%, and it's flexible. You could put more, you could put less, just like the stock market. But then people are still not content with 6%. What happened? Then they evolved from universal life to index universal life. Now, with the index account mirroring the market, they can gain up to a certain cap, 13%, 12%. 14%, but then guaranteed no lose. So that's how index universal life came about.
And I think we should also explain what are the other benefits, not just the gain or the safety, but the tax
Advantages.
tax advantages. Because
There you
you
go.
know, part of the wealth formula, right, is to be able to know how to not pay too much taxes. Yeah.
Exactly. And you know why is index universal life the cash value that's gaining the interest, the cash value that's inside the policy, you can access tax free. Do you know how? Do you know why? How you can access it free? Tax free?
No.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So why? Because
How?
how? Because of the tax shelter code. You can actually access it through a loan. Ah,
She
the
talked
loans-
about it
Because loans
yesterday.
are in the US are
Tax free.
tax free.
Right.
So basically, you're loaning your own money to
Right.
yourself, right? And then while you're doing that, inside the policy, it continues to grow, right?
Yeah.
So Index Universal Life has been around for quite some time, but a lot of people aren't knowledgeable about it and doesn't know how to maximize it. Now, it's a life insurance policy, but if you design it correctly, it could really work well for you, and it could be a way to actually save money tax free, and it could save money just like an investment. You get part of the market performance up to a certain cap and save like a bank. So there you have it, my friends.
Yes. that
Index
was-
strategy account.
You guys should research about that. It's actually gaining a lot of popularity, especially over the internet.
Yes.
Because now they're finding out that, oh, there's actually better ways to put my money where it's safe and it can grow and it has tax advantages and all of those benefits.
Yes.
And I hear the bank are buying too many of the index universal.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
talk about that a little bit.
About banks.
A lot of so who you think about the bankers, the banks are the wealthiest. I mean, it's a pretty wealthy industry, right? But they're the one who buys the most cash value life insurance,
Yes.
right? Walt Disney, McDonald's, when they get started, all of them have cash value life insurance. And haven't you wondered, some very famous, well-known, popular people, even though they let's say they get sued or whatnot, they're still okay because a lot of the wealthy people actually use cash value life insurance as a way to save their money, safeguard their money, gain their money, because it's actually a non-includable asset. You know, it's something that the government or the IRS cannot touch or capture,
Even if you get sued,
or recapture.
So they're using our money. When you put money in the bank, they're using your money
to invest
to
in
buy
cash value.
cash value.
Life
To buy IULs, which are gonna give them more money. So
Yes.
you're getting 0.01,
Yeah,
and they're
percent.
getting 13%.
Right. So the banks are very smart. You know, they buy the most insurance, the most life insurance, because they have the most asset. So the more asset you have, the more the more you need to buy cash value life
You need to
insurance.
protect yourself.
So it's like it's like you have everything in one plan, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I love it. I'm excited about it because I never knew about it before, honestly.
And we can also, if you want to learn more, we can just reach out to one of us personally. We can sit
Through
down.
our 3 link on our website.
Linktree.
Linktree.
Yes, we can sit down and discuss that further. And
We are actually, all of us 3 here are licensed professionals, and we do teach families about this stuff. So
I'm still training.
so the next step is what?
the next step.
Besides where to put their money, maybe we could use some examples.
Okay.
You can have
Illustrations?
illustrations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So, because it's good, you know, when you see it in numbers, right? When you see an actual illustration of an example of a person saving $17 a day. So what we're gonna do is in our 3rd episode, we're gonna put it all together for you, right? The $17 a day and where, and then we'll put it in one illustration, and you'll see what are the potential scenarios and solution of it after 30 years or after 10 years.
How does it look like? How does your money look like?
Nice. I wish we had a live. That way, like, people could just log in and tell us their year, and we'll put it and give them a
Could we do
illustration.
that?
But we don't have live yet because we need more following.
So follow us tomorrow.
Oh, on TikTok?
Yeah, so you have to have 1,000 followers, I
Okay.
think, for you to have live.
Yeah. Or if you have questions, answer
Right.
Q&A.
Right, we could do that.
Uh-huh.
But we need following.
Yes.
And
Follow.
we also could do illustrations on index annuities, you know,
Yeah.
like I told you, where you can create your own pension plan and get paid for life. That's another thing. So we'll do a lot of case studies, but we wanted to break the ice with the $17 a day, because we waste a lot of money every day just eating out. And here you could become a millionaire without wasting that, right? So
Yes.
awesome.
All right.
So,
Thank you guys.
I
for
hope you
watching.
enjoyed this episode.
Yes. Subscribe, like,
And share!
What is it called? Follow.
follow.
That's what it's
Follow
called.
us.
Yeah, we're first timers here, so
Yes.
we're not really bloggers. So we're doing it to help families. So
Yeah.
please. All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you
Till next
time.
time. Bye. Love. Mwah.